Okay, looks like the stream is happening. Okay, let's see if we can get a game. Good. Good mean. Good mean. This is the Vienna game. Follow up with F4. And I always play D5. This is one of the counters to the Vienna game. It's pretty good. So he wants to win a pawn here. I think I have to take. Then I can get castled, I guess. Bring my knight over. So if I push this pawn up, push this forward, I take, he takes, I take. So I guess, hey, Cauliflower Prince, welcome to the stream. You were like the first viewer to comment. Should get a prize. If he doesn't move the queen, then when I take here, it's with a tempo. Or he can do that. I'm surprised he didn't try queen over here, threatening that. I'm not sure what I would have done there. It's not so easy to defend. I guess I could have just played a6. Okay, so now I'm threatening to take this pawn here with tempo on the queen. Although he still has this move here. So, yeah, maybe it's not so good. Oh, the check, of course. That wins the queen. Even doing the pina colada. Yeah, always a good preparation for your chess games. There were stories about Alekin liking to have a glass of wine before playing a game, but I think when he was playing seriously, he didn't really do that. Okay, so he just went there anyway. Well, I can start by playing the check. Then when I play here, if the queen takes, bishop takes, and then queen takes as a sacrifice, I can bring the queen over to block. So it looks like that sacrifice won't work. So it seems to me anyway. We'll find out if he's got some other trick up his sleeve. He doesn't have time to bring his bishop out. I'll just take the queen. If he drops the queen back there, I will chase it. Has nowhere to go on this file. He's got to go back to here or here. Here. He's got to go back to here. It's the only move, I think. Unless he can counterattack my queen or something. Yep, there he goes. So I could put a bishop on this diagonal maybe. let's see, if I do the check here, he blocks, and then I drop back. Why don't I just go here directly, threaten to check him. See, knight here, queen takes, takes, bishop takes. Yeah, so he could put a knight there if he wanted to. Okay, so let's go ahead and give the check here. Then, not sure. Need to move my knight, my rook, and I'm not sure where the best square is, but we'll try there. I could actually check here. Rook takes, the king has no moves, the queen has to block, and then you say sack the rook to exchange the queen off, rather. But that's just a trade. It's rook and queen for rook and queen, so unless I really want the trade, don't think that's particularly helpful. So he's trying to come in here to this square, huh? I can drop back with the bishop. So let's go here. I guess he can win this pawn, but I can take his bishop. I don't know. Yeah, this might not be good, right? Queen here, bishop here, queen takes pawn. Well, I take this bishop then. So he goes there. Probably this. Actually, I don't like that. Let's take with the queen. Defend this pawn. And yeah, block here. Queen has nowhere to go. I guess it, yeah, I don't see it having many moves. My knight is kind of pinned though. Okay, we do need to prevent that. Maybe rook here. Chase the queen off the back rank. Oh, well, this will get rid of the queen on the back rank. Ah, he wins a pawn. Yeah, I was thinking he might get a pawn in there somehow. But with his king so messed up, let's just bring the knight out and connect the rooks. So I can kick that rook. And I can kick the queen. like to get my rooks lined up here. Ah, the knight defends that square. Let's chase the queen away. I think I got him. Okay. Well, he kept it interesting till the end. He kept chugging away there. Let's go back to the beginning. I'm curious if there was something in the opening that he could have done better. So this is a standard Vienna game. It's about even. Okay. Then queen out. Yeah, that's a move, I guess. So the best response is f5, huh? Yeah, that's a little weakening, right? You defend the knight, but you've given him a passed pawn here. If he takes en passant, you take back. That's good. But I wouldn't expect him to do that. Yeah, I'd expect him to kick the knight. And then you take on c3 anyway. So I just took on c3 right away, which is an okay response, it looks like. Yeah, still about even. And what did he play? Took that way. Then I went here, still okay. Yeah, it's just all about even. It's a little tricky to play, it seems, with castles. And then c3. It did not like, rather f6. It did not like f6. Although it likes it better as it thinks about it more. So f6 is okay. And then it says he should just take. But he didn't. He should push. Instead, I thought if he pushed, I would take. I guess this is okay. He gets some play in exchange for the pawn. Still about even. But he took. Now I'm a little bit better. So I did okay in the opening, I guess. Queen h5. Yeah, this is what I was expecting. And then g6. They have to play this, I guess. But if he sacrifices, I was forgetting that I have the bishop here. So it doesn't lead to a perpetual. I was thinking maybe you'd get a perpetual there. So that would have been okay then. After, rather, let's see, if he he plays queen h5. Could have tried it here too, queen h5. This leads to a draw. Okay, so he could get a draw at this point. But by the time he did this exchange, it's no longer a possibility. So, yeah, if white wants a draw, he can get it that way. Let's see. Is there any way to avoid the draw? Now, if you avoid the draw, then you end up in a worse position. Nothing to be done about it. I guess if you want to avoid the drawing possibility entirely, you need to play something different here. Don't have to castle right away. You can go with c5. That would be a different game. Okay, here, let's get another game. That was interesting. I just couldn't advance past a certain point with the pawn. So it was all blocked. Here, let's try a Sicilian. Yeah, try a d6 Sicilian. He's playing the normal moves of the mainline open Sicilian, and I'm playing the classical variation here. And that's also a mainline move against the classical. That's not so common. I mean, I'm going to defend the knight, of course, and then there's nothing much going on here. Yeah, I'm going to kick that bishop, and I will play b5 as well, a6 and b5 if he doesn't take. If he does take, I'm going to take with the pawn and then push the pawn to c5 to kick this knight. I took with the knight. He can do that because it's hitting the queen. He's still going to have to retreat his bishop. Okay, let's kick this knight. Kick this bishop, rather. And I kick again, it'll be pointing here. So I need to unpin. He wants to win a pawn over here. I don't see any reason to give him that pawn. So now I could take the bishop. Where's his knight going to go? There, there, there. It's just got to go back. Can go there. And then it's not hitting anything, so I can just play this move, which is what I wanted to get in. So he's hitting the pawn here. If I castle, he will bring the queen around, I guess. Let's see, if I bring my queen out, Then this is blocked. So he just kicks my bishop. The knight is defended. I run. Doesn't look like it works. So I need to defend this pawn, huh? Or I could kick the knight. Then if the knight comes in, it has nowhere to run to. So it goes there. Then I can castle. Took me a while to figure that out. Okay, so the queen's going there. Could come out with the queen right away. I don't like his queen being there. Okay, now I can take this pawn. Then drop back here. There's this pawn is loose here, but let's just settle with what we've got. Settle for what we've got. I need to always make sure this bishop has some nice retreat too. And maybe bishop here and pawn here to chase that knight away. Maybe he'll notice this pawn, and I think I would take it now with the bishop. Yeah, so he defends. And we kick the knight. Where is he going? There, 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 there. So the 4 forward squares are taken. He can go back to there or there. And then I fork the, after the knight moves, I can fork the queen and bishop. Unless he sacrifices. He can sacrifice here, take with the queen. Then I don't have the fork anymore. Then he gets two pawns for the piece. Okay, queen is hitting the bishop, so let's take care of that. And let's hit this bishop too. Although it's not a threat because this queen is kept in touch with my rook there. Okay, he wants to win a pawn. This bishop protects this rook, so I actually can lift my rook up. So let's do this. Thinking of bringing my bishop back, pushing these pawns forward to kick this bishop away, and pushing this pawn forward to open up some diagonal here. Now, the other thing I could do is I could put the bishop all the way back here and defend that pawn. Or take and take is a possibility as well. I can double rooks here, I guess, if I want. If he takes the pawn, I take the bishop. It took me a while to see that too. I was thinking rook here is leaving this undefended, but it's still defended. Tricky tactics. Yep. Okay, so taking there, is that possible? I want to get my queen out, I think. Trying to chase that rook away. I'm hitting his queen, so he might trade. Or he might step back with the queen. Queen went there. So if I check and check. There, I'll just threaten mate. That's the thing to do here, right? Okay, he's good at this. He's causing me trouble. But he doesn't have an answer to the mate threat now, does he? Good at causing me trouble. I guess he does have an answer to the mate threat. So we'll get rid of one of those guys. And maybe threaten the other one. Check and mate. So if I check him now, I check here first, then he steps back. Then I check here, and this is mate. All right, got one there. Let's get a new game. Yeah, tricky sequences. Here we can try e4. e4, c6. I guess you can play c6 against anything, huh? And we'll try the advanced variation. I haven't played that in a while. I think this is called the short variation, where you just develop here. Okay, this is defended, so I'll go ahead and castle. Let's get the knight out. So knight here to here is a idea. So he is defending that with the bishop at the moment. Guess I'll go more like this, here to here, if allowed. Yeah, so he stops that. Defend the knight and bring the rook here. Now, the best way to handle that bishop is what? I guess I should drop back and just oppose the bishop. It's got nowhere to run, so then I can bring my piece out. Yeah, he can put his knight here. I think I will, yeah, lift my bishop up first, stop the knight from coming in here, and then bring this knight around to the king side. If I get rid of this knight, then I can just take this pawn. And he has slowed down from his lightning pace earlier in the game. That's good. Actually, I could put the bishop here right away. Ah, he blocks. Okay, he doesn't want that. Stop that. Okay, so now knight here is not possible because of rook and knight being able to take it. Bishop here is possible. So yeah, if I take the queen, or the bishop, then he takes with the queen, and then this is still hanging. I was thinking maybe I could win this pawn, but not yet. Knight here, is that possible? No. If I do this and he trades, I can take with the knight. Maybe get some pressure on this pawn. Okay, yeah, he's not liking that idea. Not biting. Okay, let's go ahead and take. I think I'm bringing my knight here. And piling up on this pawn here or this open file here, depending. Yeah, I do have this square available for my rook now. So I could double and maybe get a rook to the 7th. So he's going there. He's piling up that way, yeah. So let's attack the pawn. If he takes here, I take. Rook takes, and I take here with check. Queen takes, rook takes. I'm hitting the knight, and I'm hitting this pawn over here. He's hitting this pawn over here. I think it's interesting. Knight here is possible too. He's just defending. But then he would probably play knight takes pawn, hitting my queen. And defending here. He went for it. Okay, let's see how it works out. See, hitting the knight and hitting the pawn. So he brings his knight out. I can grab this pawn here. And we end up, I end up a pawn up here. But yeah, he attacks that way. Let's defend. If I do that, he's got the check. Maybe I should go here instead. I mean, I'm going to lose that pawn anyway. Just get away from threats of the checks and things, and prepare to double down here. Yeah, I think he needed to defend there. Maybe there was no good defense, but this is just a mate. All right, here, let's get somebody new.